Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Pat Nappy here from PNLearning.net, and I've got another video for you in my series on SAT practice test number 2. I'm going to be going through a question from the section 3. This is the no calculator section, so if you have one, definitely put that off to the side and do not be tempted to use it. So let's get started with the question. Here it is. This is number 7. It says, if x to the a squared over x to the b squared equals x to the 16th, x is greater than 1, and a plus b equals 2, what is the value of a minus b? So this question has a lot going on and it seems sort of complicated, but you'll be able to solve this question using a very easy technique that you learn actually in Algebra 1. The technique I'm referring to is this idea that we can take the exponents if they're in a fraction and subtract them. So for example, if you had x to the 10th over x to the 3rd, we can actually go ahead and simplify this by saying that this is x to the 10 minus 3, or x to the 7th. And we would probably usually do that step of 10 minus 3 in our heads and just go straight to x to the 7th. So if we apply it to this fraction, x to the a squared over x to the b squared, we would subtract those exponents, a squared minus b squared. And this is still going to be equal to x to the 16th. And now we're able to say that since the x must be the same value or same number, these exponents are also going to have to be the same thing. So we can go ahead and write that a squared minus b squared equals 16. And now we're in a situation where we've got a difference of two squares. On the SAT, you're going to want to know how to quickly factor three expressions. The first one would be what we're seeing in this question, which is the difference of two squares, or a squared minus b squared. The second would be a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. And the last one will be a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. You're going to want to be able to quickly go back and forth between each of those three expressions and their factored forms. A squared minus b squared is going to be a plus b times a minus b. A squared minus 2ab plus b squared is going to be a minus b times a minus b. And the last one is going to be a plus b times a plus b. Okay, so if you know all three of these quadratics and their factored forms, this is going to be a pretty easy question for you. Because now all you have to do is take this a squared minus b squared and factor it so that it is a plus b times a minus b. And the reason we're going to do this is because we want to find a minus b, and we already know a plus b. They're telling us in the question that a plus b equals 2, and so we're going to go ahead and plug that in. And then we're left with 2 times a minus b equals 16. Last step here is going to be to just divide both sides by 2, and then we can see that a minus b has to have a value of 8. And that's going to end up being our answer. That is choice A. And yeah, that's how you're going to do that problem. You just have to know how to factor those three quadratic expressions I mentioned, and in particular here, the difference of two squares, a squared minus b. And you're also going to, of course, before you even do that, know your exponent properties, right? The exponent of a numerator can be subtracted by the exponent of the denominator. And that's what really starts to open up this question and get us something where we can use the information they gave us, a plus b equals 2. So that's what I'll say about question number 7. If you found that video helpful, definitely give me a like or a subscribe. And if you know anyone else who's going through SAT prep and having trouble with the math, definitely share this video with them. If you can think of a better or quicker way to solve this problem, definitely let me know and leave me a comment. And if I think that it's quicker than what we just went over, I will definitely update and edit this video to include your solution. This is how I sort of like to crowdsource the best possible answer to each of these questions. So definitely leave that comment. As a reminder, I also offer one-on-one and group SAT prep. You can find the information for that on my website, PNLearning.net. I left a link in the description, so definitely find your way over there if that's something you think you might be interested in. That's it for number 7. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next video.